If you're a fan of survival horror, Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days is a game that will absolutely test your limits. Set in the year 1980, Walton City has fallen to a zombie apocalypse, and your job is to survive in a world where resources are scarce, danger is constant, and every decision could lead to disaster. This game delivers a challenging and atmospheric experience, blending brutal survival mechanics with a deep sense of dread. It's not just about fighting zombies, it's about making tough choices, managing resources, and always being prepared for the worst. The setting of Walton is hauntingly bleak. The city feels abandoned, its streets haunted by the undead, and a lingering sense of doom. The dark, gritty visual design, with its muted colors and shadowy environments, does a fantastic job of building tension. Every location feels lived in, like it was once home to people who now lie dead or have become monsters themselves. The sound design is equally effective, with the low growls of zombies and the creaking of destroyed buildings adding to the constant sense of fear. The audio immerses you in the experience, keeping you on edge with every step. But it's not just the setting that makes this game stand out, it's the way the game builds its narrative. The world is not just about surviving zombies, it's about surviving in a city that's spiraled into chaos. Crime and corruption run rampant, and there's a shady underground syndicate that operates in the shadows. You'll be left wondering who you can trust and whether you should ally with these dangerous groups to further your own goals. There's a constant feeling of moral ambiguity as you try to make decisions that will keep you and your survivors alive while navigating this hostile world. When it comes to gameplay, it doesn't pull any punches. You start with just 2 survivors, each with their own skills and abilities. One stays behind at the base to manage resources, repair barricades, and maintain the survivors' well-being, while the other ventures out into the city to scavenge for supplies. The game follows a day-night cycle, with the survivors handling tasks during the day and braving the dangerous city at night. The mechanics are all about balance, keeping your survivors fed, healthy, and mentally stable while ensuring they can defend themselves against the endless hordes of zombies. The stealth mechanics in the game are one of its key features. While combat is inevitable, the game encourages you to avoid direct confrontation with zombies when possible. Sneaking past zombies and using stealth kills are vital for survival. However, you can't rely on stealth alone. Sometimes you'll have to fight back. Combat is slow and methodical, and weapons are scarce. Whether it's a crowbar or a makeshift club, every weapon feels like a lifeline. But using them effectively requires careful timing and positioning. Combat isn't flashy. It's raw, dangerous, and rewarding in its simplicity. The brutal reality of the game means that every encounter with a zombie is nerve-wracking, and it's easy to make a mistake that costs you a survivor. But the most challenging aspect of the game is the permanent death mechanic. Every time a survivor dies, they're gone for good. This constant threat of loss forces you to be strategic and thoughtful about every move. It's a game of trial and error. Every time you fail, you learn something new, whether it's better ways to manage resources, more effective combat strategies, or improved navigation of the environment. The stakes are high, and that makes every victory feel earned. Managing resources is another major part of the game. You'll need to find food, medicine, and crafting materials to survive. The limited inventory space means you can't just grab everything you find. You'll have to prioritize what's most important. Should you carry food to feed your survivors, or take that much-needed weapon upgrade? These decisions are what make the game feel so tense. At the same time, you'll need to upgrade your base to ensure it can withstand the growing threats. Balancing the upkeep of your base while also keeping your survivors healthy and equipped is a constant juggling act, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of things you need to do to stay alive. This is a game that combines survival mechanics with a dark, immersive world that will test your ability to adapt and survive. For me, it's an 8.5 out of 10, and I highly recommended it to survival game enthusiasts and players who thrive on challenge and tough decision making.